With the help of the plugin SimChart, pivot-based diagrams can be created and the data connected to SimAssist can be evaluated quickly and efficiently. The following video shows how to create a diagram using the SimChart plugin. First, you create a new folder named Data Evaluation. Then, a new instance of the SimChart plugin from the ToView module is added. In the upper area you will find the menu, which appears as soon as a new instance of the plugin is dragged into the project window. This menu is, as with other plugins, integrated into the menu of the Frame application and appears there as a new tab. The buttons are divided into the categories Data Source, View, Chart, Chart Type, Axis, and Pivot. Adding the SimChart plugin also changes the data area. The upper part lists the connected data sources. The lower part is divided into the content area of the pivot grid and the pivot fields themselves. By clicking on a table of a database in the upper part or on the tab of the desired plugin, you can switch between the views Content Database and Content Plugin. Adding data to the plugin is done simply by drag and drop. For example, drag the table FLG Flugdaten onto the diagram area of the plugin. Now the data is connected to the plugin and the columns are listed into the content area. From this area you can distribute the columns to the underlying pivot fields and thus create the desired diagram. In this example, you add the columns FLG Departure and FLG Airplane Type to the row area, one after the other, and then the columns FLG Airplane Capacity and FLG Passengers to the data area. The diagram is now basically created and can be customized using the buttons in the menu. First, the display is changed to a line diagram using the Line button. If you now move the mouse over the diagram, a tooltip with information is displayed for each data point. Now add a new plugin to the folder you created before. Name it Passengers Departing and connect the data source FLG Flugdaten. Now the columns FLG Departure, FLG Departure Time and FLG Passengers are distributed to the fields Column Area, Row Area and Data Area. Next, select the second entry 100% stacked column from the drop-down of the Column button. Define the color set Office 2013 via the Colors button and display the label for columns of the diagram via the Label button. The chart designer is used to convert the values displayed on the y-axis into percentages in the range from 0 to 100. A click on the button Chart Designer displays a new window. On the left side, different categories are listed. In the middle, the preview is displayed. And on the right side, divided into tabs, the individual setting options for the respective chart are listed. The left and middle areas of the chart designer can be selected interactively. This means, if for example an element of the chart is focused in the preview area, it is automatically selected in the category list on the left. The corresponding settings are displayed on the right side. In this example, you change the text pattern of the y-axis. To do this, select the y-axis, for example in the Preview area, and select the Properties tab on the right. There you open the element Label of the category Elements, and open the corresponding editor via the field Text Pattern. Now you must move one of the placeholders from the left area, here Value, into the field Pattern. By clicking on the text pattern itself, a preview will be displayed in the lower part of the editor. Via the drop-down field Format, you select the entry % and choose the display without decimal places. After that, the preview display changes and the dialog can be closed with OK. Alternatively, you can also write values directly into the text pattern field without opening the editor. In order to improve readability, the font of the two axes is finally formatted to bold. To do this, open the font item and set the value for bold to true. Proceed in the same way for the x-axis. Focus the axis via the category Primary Axis X on the left side and set the setting in the point Elements, Label, Font, Bold to true. A click on OK at the bottom right-hand edge of the window closes the chart designer and the settings are transferred to the diagram. Now the chart is created and formatted. In another video you can see how you can export a diagram like this, for example, into a PowerPoint presentation. This brings us to the end of the presentation about the plugin SimChart. More videos about other SimAssist plugins can be found on the YouTube channel of SimPlan. For further information or a free trial version of SimAssist, please contact us at the address shown or visit our homepage www.simassist.de.